These are all of my favorite purchases of 2023. Of course, I have a lot more favorites, but I really wanted to dwindle this down to the absolute top. If you guys are eager to find out which ones I'm loving the most, then stick around because we're about to get started. Hi, if this is your first time here, my name is Heather Eaglin. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. If you guys love those things too, then I hope you would subscribe and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Let's get into today's video. I wanted to start with the products in the order that I usually put them on my face. So let's do skincare first. Both of these products I was lucky enough to grab at TJ Maxx. This is the Ole Henderson Truth Serum. It's a collagen boosted with True C complex, and it's a serum. It's so freaking amazing. I've noticed such a huge difference in my skin since I started using both of these together. I love them. My skin looks so much brighter and hydrated and healthy. And this is my nighttime sleeping mask. This is the Laneige water sleeping mask. I love this so much that I've already bought a second one. I know this moisturizer is around $50 to $60 full price, but I'm telling you, it's worth it at full price. But check your local TJ Maxx because I got this for around $12. And as you can see, I've already used up a pretty good amount. And this is a pretty large size. It's 70 milliliters, but I highly recommend both of these products, especially if you're lucky enough to find them at a discount. Now for primers. These two are my favorite and I love wearing them together. They're both almost empty and I do plan on picking them both back up. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It has 4% niacinamide. I don't know about it as for skincare, but it does help with longevity of your foundation. And I really love the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I have it in the shade 902, which is light glow. I love mixing these together. It makes my skin look so healthy and hydrated, all while helping keep the longevity of my foundation. As for foundations, the Lancome Tinted Ultra Wear, this is one of my favorites. This is a repurchase. I've already went through one of these and I love it so much. This is another one I got on a great deal. I bought it for like $9 at Ross, but I loved it so much that I repurchased it for full price. And I just love this. It's a like radiant finish. It wears well. It has medium to full coverage and it does have SPF of 25 and I'm just really enjoying it. The next one is the REM foundation. This has a big long name and I don't know what it is, but as you can see, I've put a pretty good dent in this. This is such a good one, and the first time I used it, I hated it. I hated it so bad, but now I'm thinking that it was my skincare underneath. And my skin at the time was kind of dry because I was using retinols in my skincare routine. But now I love this so much. And I've actually been reaching for it over this one. And I never thought I would do that. It has a natural finish and it's medium to full coverage. I just love this. I highly recommend it. As for concealer, I have the ONESIZE Turn Up the Base concealer in the shade Fair 3. I really like this. It's very full coverage. It's a butter silk concealer. I think it covers really well. I have like very dark circles under my eyes because I have severe allergies. I get hay fever every fall and spring because of allergies. So I usually have a lot to cover. You could see I've used almost this whole tube up, but I'm really loving this. And the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This shade's a little too light for me, so I've been using this one on my face, and then I use this to brighten under my eyes. But this has been repurchased, and this is such a great concealer. If you're in the market for a new one, I highly recommend this one. When it comes to a drugstore concealer, I've not really found one that I've loved that's been full coverage. The closest thing I've gotten is the e.l.f. concealer, the one with the white cap, because it's supposed to be more hydrating and not matte. I do like that one, but I don't think that it's full coverage. It's close, really close. Now, as for face powders, this is a new purchase this year. This is the Lunar Beauty LUNARVERSAL setting powder. I have it in the shade pink. I want to repurchase it and buy it in the light, but as you can see, I've used almost half of this, and this I've only had for a couple of months. This is such a good blurring setting powder. He has 4 shades, I believe. It literally looks like a filter on your face. It is freaking amazing. I don't use it under my eyes because it's pink, and that's why I want to get it in the light shade. This is still too dark for under my eyes. As Teresa says from Teresa's Dead, I literally am uncooked chicken. So this is still too dark for that, but I highly recommend these, and I think it's at a really great price point as well. Okay, from GLAMLITE, I bought this lip care duo. It's the Scooby-Doo lip scrub and then the Scooby-Doo lip balm. And I don't use the scrub that much, which is what I have here. However, the lip balm, they have a few different colors. I have the ghost-faced one too, but the lip balm is so amazing. It's downstairs in one of my purses because I just took it out with me. But the tub, this is a pretty big size. It's like less than half full. I love that. I use it on my lips every day, several times a day. It is my favorite hydrating lip mask, and I highly recommend it. The Ghost Face one is just as good, and they just released the Garfield lip set too, and I highly recommend them. I think they have such a great formula with these hydrating lip balms. Now let's get into some cheek products. This MILANI Silky Matte Bronzer, I have it in the shade 01 Light. The lid came off. It's drugstore. Like, their packaging 9 times out of 10 isn't very good. But as you can tell by the size of the pan and the bottom of that, I use the hell out of this. This is my favorite matte bronzer. I highly recommend it. It's at a great price. The packaging sucks, but the product inside is freaking incredible. I just really love it. I always use a cream bronzer, but then usually I'll go in and set it with this. I just think it helps it hold up longer. But as for cream bronzers, this one is one of my most reached for products. It's got a huge dent in it. I'm literally at the bottom of the pan. I did not mean to put my finger in that. But this is such a great one. It's like $6. And it's so blendable and just beautiful on the skin. This is the Soul Body Face and Bronzing Balm, and I have it in the shade medium. I highly recommend it. It's such a good one. This one's very new to me. This is the Give Beauty Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo, and I have it in the shade Heating Up, and it looks disgusting because my brush makes a mess in it, but I've got a huge pan in the bottom of that. I love the contour in this. I got it in a shade too light for me, but I still love this product so much and highly recommend it. And if you buy it on the Give Beauty site, they have deals all the time where you can get like 2 for $30 or something like that. And I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's freaking awesome. And then we have the Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Mesmerize. This is one of my favorite highlighting purchases of the year. And you can see I got a huge dent in there. It's so beautiful and silky. It's like very like beaming in your face, but it's not glittery. I just love it so much, and I really want to try the other shades. And then I have the Give Beauty Feeling Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo in the shade Flirty Talk. If you guys have been here for a while, you know I'm a sucker for an orange blush. This one is beautiful. I love the lighter shade, and I love this one as well. They're perfect for doing blush drapings. They have it in a bunch of different shades, It wears on the face really well. It doesn't fade or anything like that. They're very pigmented, but they're not too pigmented. I highly recommend you guys check these out. This one was a shock for me. I bought this last year, but I didn't start using it until this year. This is the Lethal Cosmetics Teresa is Dead collection. It's the purple blush. I thought, I was so scared and intimidated of this blush, but this blush is freaking beautiful and it looks so good on the skin. I love it. I don't know if you could still get this shade exactly, but Lethal Cosmetics has another purple blush, and so does Unearthly Cosmetics. I just highly recommend, if you've not tried a purple blush, please try it, because I think you're going to be surprised, especially if you have a neutral or cool undertone to your skin. They just look fabulous. I love them. This is one of my most reach for blushes this year. This is the Benefit Butterfly Blush, and I love this. It's so shimmery and pigmented and beautiful. It's like a yellow leaning orange, and I love these blushes. They have several shades. I recommend them all. They are so freaking wonderful. They don't fade off. The longevity is perfect. They blend easy. They're just great products. Next, these two are some of my favorites. I bought this one first. This is the Unearthly Get Groovy Highlighting Duo. I don't think you can get this one anymore, but I recommend you try any of the Unearthly Cosmetics highlighters. They have a ton. They're so freaking good. Her formula is beautiful. And as I already said, I'm such a sucker for an orange. I just love these so much. They are so pretty. They kind of look like that, these two, but yeah. And then we have the Devour Blush and Highlight Duo. This still is available, I'm pretty sure. And if it is, I suggest you run, don't walk. This is similar to that Rare Beauty highlighter, as in it's blinding, but it's a very smooth formula. And I love this blush. It's in the shade Slay. I'm excited to try more of her blush formulas. Look at the beautiful pigment on that. It would be great for deeper skin tones as well. I truly think if you love formulas like these, you will be obsessed. Next, we have the BLENDBUNNY Noctilucent Highlighter Palette. I bought this year, and I've used the hell out of this palette. I love it so much. I think the shade down here in Enlighten is my favorite. Do you see that? Not only is that such a gorgeous blinding highlight, it would be pretty on the eyes as well. But let me just tell you, if you don't like a bam in your face highlighter, you won't like this. But if you do, you're going to lose your mind. These are freaking incredible. I just love them so much. I love colorful highlighters. Before I found Unearthly and BLENDBUNNY, I always bought the ones from GLAMLITE. And while I still love the GLAMLITE ones, they don't touch this formula in the BLENDBUNNY, in my honest opinion. I really want to try the Bella Beauté Bar Oracle palette as well. I've heard a lot of great things about that one, and a lot of people that I really love and follow and trust their opinions have recommended it. So I'm considering that one as well. Let me know down below if you guys have it and what you think. Which one's your favorite? Next is the Full Fantasy Blush Palette. This was a collaboration with Lunar Beauty and LAURALEE. This is still available, and I recommend it. The blush shades are so freaking pretty. I love this brown blush. I don't have anything like it in my collection. The highlights are really pretty. They are a different formula, but they have the same effect as the Rare Beauty one. This one's too dark for me as a highlight, so I use it as a blush topper, but that would be so beautiful on deeper skin tones. I would love to see that, actually. And I just love doing blush draping with these, like this up at the back of the cheekbones and then blend it out with that. I love blush drapings, but I love this palette so much, and the LAURALEE blush aesthetic, but that was a favorite from last year, but I still use it all the time. This year, these Singe Beauty brushes are they're one of my favorite purchases of the whole year. I love these so much. And as you guys can tell, I've used them so often that the name has rubbed off on them. They're dirty right now because I just used them for a look. But these brushes are incredible. Most brands, their blending brushes are around this size, and this is very large. And I love that she gives options. Some of us have smaller eyes, or we have hooded eyes, or we might like more detailed looks or anything like that. And these brushes are so great for that. I don't have anything as small as the EO5. I love this one as well. This is the EO1. It's like a sweeper brush, but it's really small, and it comes here at a point, and the bristles are tapered, so you could use this for the inner corner or for the lower lash line. You can use the side to really blend it out, but you can use the point to do something a little more precise. It's just such a great brush, and I don't have anything like these, especially these three, which is the EO1, the EO5, and the EO2. They're my absolute favorites. I love them so much. I always have all of my favorite brushes linked in my description box as well. Next, I have some Sigma brushes. I use these in almost every look, at least one of them. These come in the palettes, the duo-ended ones, but you can buy these separately, and these are freaking awesome. It's the E38 Diffuse Crease and the E54 Medium Sweeper. Before I got my Singe Beauty brushes, these were the only ones that I used, and I probably have over 200 brushes. But these are my babies, and if anything happened to them, I would break my neck to get online to buy more. I would lose my mind. I just love them so much. Let me know if you guys have them too down below. Now, let's get into my favorite brow pencil, which is and will always be the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This is my most used brow pencil. I have it in the shade 3.5, but I also have it in the shade 5. These are freaking amazing. I love the little fine point on them, and I love the bristles. All brow pencils are not made the same. They all have different formulas, and I love the formula of this pencil. It really holds in the brows and has great longevity. I just love these. I went through so many of these this year. There will never be a time, at least I can't imagine one, where I will not have one of those in my collection. Next, let's do some mascaras. These are my favorite of the year. This is a mini. It's my second one. It's the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I love this so much. I really love the bristles on it. You can get really close to the lash line. I need to buy the full size because I'm going through it so fast, but I love these so much. Such a good mascara formula. And then I have the Tower 28 mascara in the shade Jet. I need to repurchase this one as well. This one went viral this year, and it did for good reason. I don't agree with, the viral part of all products, but this is such a freaking good one. Oh, it gives volume and length, and I just love it. Let's do some liners. I really love this Tarte Double Take Awake liner. It has the marker. It's a felt tip. It's a very fine pointed one. It's very black. It goes over shimmers very well. But I really love this end too. This is the cream liner, and it's like the flesh toned. And I think this is so freaking awesome. I really love this. And I do plan on repurchasing it when this one runs out, which should be soon. But I also want to buy the Tarte White Cream Gel Liner as well. As for my favorite cream gel liners, it's ColourPop. And I can't imagine it not always being ColourPop. But these are the ones I reach for the most. I have the one in the shade Punch. I'll swatch all these for you guys too. Might help if I open it. It's so pretty. These look so good in the waterline. They add so much to a look, and it makes it look even better than what it did when you started. This is in the shade Amethyst Hour. And then we have Icebreaker, It's like a pastel mint. So pretty. And then, of course, we have Prance. Love this. They are just so beautiful and creamy. They've updated the formula. Now they're waterproof. So if you have watery eyes, they will work for you too. At least they do for me. And I have watery eyes. I love them. They're like $6 a piece. You really can't find anything better, especially at that price point. Then let's get into lip liners. My absolute favorite lip liner formula is the ABH lip liner formula. These are so small. Let me show you what they look like when they're brand new. This one has been used a few times, so it has been resharpened, but that just shows how much I really use these ones. My favorite one is in the shade Cool Brown. Actually, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. And then we have the orange one. Love it. It's in the shade Peach Amber. I'm so sorry if I'm shaking the camera. I'm almost positive I probably am. And then I have it in the shade Muted Mauve. I'm getting some more of these in my BoxyCharm, and I'm so freaking excited about it that I can't even stand it. And then we have the shade Sunbaked. So pretty. I just love this formula. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. It's dry enough to where it really grips, and it doesn't like blend away or anything like that. It really holds your lip products on. I love these, but they are like $22 a piece. So because of that, next, my favorite formula is the Unearthly lip pencil. This formula is almost just as good as this ABH. It has great longevity. I love the shades that she came out with. This is in the shade Cafe. My favorite is in the shade Fiery. It's in all of my description boxes most of the time, but I just love this formula. These are $6. This is one of the best lip liner formulas I've ever tried, and they're $6. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Then next we have the Lunar Beauty lip liners. I have this one in the shade Milk Tea. I have 3 other shades, but this is the one I've used the most. It's a baby, and it's so pretty. This formula is a little bit more creamy than the Unearthly and the ABH ones, but I still like it. But if you gravitate more towards that creamy formula, like similar to ColourPop, you may really like this one. But I'm here for the ABH and Unearthly, and I can't wait until she comes out with more shades. And then we have my NYX glitter glue. I've literally went through like probably 15 tubes of this year. I love glitter glue so much. I'm almost out of this one, and when I repurchase, I think I'm going to try the one from Unearthly Cosmetics, but this one's only $4, and if you've never tried a glitter glue, you have to, and I recommend you start here. This is a great product. I've always said if it's not broke, don't fix it, but now I review makeup, so I have to try new things, which is not really hard. I mean, it's fun and exciting. So I'm not kicking and screaming over here, but I'm just saying if I wasn't on YouTube and trying new things and trying to get my opinion on stuff, then I would probably just stick with the NYX because it is awesome and it's so affordable. Now, last but not least, let's do the lip products real quick. This is the Haus Labs Le Monster Lip Crayon. I have it in the shade Peach Matte. It's so pretty. I love this. This is a great purse lipstick because it's so easy to apply. It's creamy. It's matte, but I don't think it's like drying matte. I highly recommend this. I actually have this in this exact shade in my giveaway. I don't know if we've already done that yet. I'm probably sure I already have. But to whomever wins the giveaway, I'm so excited for you to try this because it's awesome. I accidentally bought 2 of them, and that's how I was able to put it in my giveaway. Next, we have the Maracuja Juicy Lip. I don't know what shade I have it in. I think it's Blossom because the sticker came off. I love this formula. It like fills in your lips and it looks so beautiful and glossy. I just seen that NYX came out with one and I really want to try it, but I love this so much. This is one of my favorite glosses. You can't tell because I've shaken it up, but it's less than half full. It's the Patrick Ta Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's Expensive. This is so freaking stunning. I think I've changed the color of it now because I didn't clean the doe foot off before I stuck it back in. But this is just so beautiful and shiny. Looks great on top of anything. I love it. And this is my second favorite gloss this year. This is the Barbie gloss from GLAMLITE. And there's several different ones, so you'll just have to look for the one in this packaging. But look how similar these two are. The formulas are so similar. The GLAMLITE's a lot more affordable. This is one of my favorites. I love it so much. And it comes with this lipstick and a liner. But I love the shade of lipstick that goes with the gloss. It's just so beautiful. And I really love the warm shades of lipsticks. And then one of my favorite lip formulas that I've tried this year is the Unearthly liquid lipsticks. This is in the shade Gnarly, and this came in the summer mystery box. I love this. It's like a burnt pumpkin. I love it so much. Like I said, I love this formula. It's a liquid lipstick, but it's still hydrating, and it stays in place. It's a freaking gorgeous formula, and they are affordable. Here it is in Gianna. This is another one of my favorites. I love this color. This looks really good in the center of this one as well. And I usually use it with Fiery as my lip liner, but such beautiful shades. And she has so many like funky colors, which is really cool. A lot of brands don't do stuff like that, and I just really love the grunginess side to her brand. Next, we have the Lunar Beauty Lip Oil. I have it in the shade Dare Me, and it's almost empty. This is such a gorgeous formula. He has several shades now. Some are tinted, some are clear, but this is the most hydrating lip oil that I've ever tried, and I truly couldn't recommend it more. And the same goes for both of these lip formulas by them. This is another part of the collaboration with LAURALEE. I have it in the shade Mora. This is the one that's more pinky toned. So beautiful. And then I have it in the shade Lanny. This one is more cool toned. I love that we have like shades that have different undertones. They go with a lot of different types of looks. And then I have, this is Lunar Beauty's lipstick formula, and I've squished it. I hate myself every time I freaking see that I've done that. But this is in the shade Icon, and I love this as well. That's it. These are all my favorites of 2023. I'm excited to do my palette ranking of all my palettes that I purchased this year. That probably won't be out until February because I have a lot of products coming in for me to try. But I'm so excited for you guys to see that video too. I'm a little nervous about trying to rank them all because it's a lot. And I can imagine the longer I am on YouTube, the more that will be every year. But thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to like this video on your way out and let me know what your favorite products of the year were. I would like to try some of your guys' favorites too, maybe make a video out of it. But like I said, thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you haven't done so yet, I really hope you will subscribe and click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And until next time, bye. Spirit fingers.